Let's go. Here we are speaking about what occurred yesterday. And what occurred yesterday was Svengoolie, as part of his 45th anniversary celebration, hanging out at the Music Box Theater for the special feature Destroy All Monsters as part of the entire festival, Godzilla versus the Music Box. So here we go. I had been looking forward to this. It was well worth the anticipation. The event lived up for me to what it was supposed to be. So let's do a little storytelling. Let's do a little show a little bit of pictures. As I arrive, first person I run into is Warner Todd Houston, of course. And you know, Warner likes to have a sensibility about him. So, what Warner was doing in the line, he had some from his homemade Kerwin. He had some leftover rubber chickens. So Warner, he went through the line and he made a few rubber chicken sales. Which I think was kind of cool because then people, when they got up to the signing table, could have them sign, could have them sign an actual, an actual rubber chicken. Okay, so eventually, I run into Terror Dave. And again, I don't know if there's anybody actually watching over here who's not aware, but I'll continue to say for clarity's purposes, terrordaves.com is where you can go to get the top flight information and reviews of Svengoolie events and Svengoolie occurrences. So, so there you have it with that. So then, let me tell you, there's also Nick DiGilio. Now, Nick DiGilio, who I used to know from back in the day from Nick at Night, was his WGN AM radio broadcast. So in my younger years, when I would be out and about in the nighttime and then sometimes coming home, I really got to get my glasses adjusted. So it was. This is the first time I ever actually spoke to Nick DiGilio. I said to him just briefly, "Thanks for hosting the Sven event at Zany's back in the day," which was, a few months ago, a good number of months ago, and also thanks for, being my co-pilot from back in the day when I'd be driving home. So it was cool to run into Nick DiGilio. Again, the line was not to the same length as you would find it at the Volo Museum, but the line continued to have life unto its own. So it did. It went down the block a good number of stores down the way. So I'll come into the pictures in a minute. But so like, what was for me? What was different about this one? So as I said, comments. I'll come to comments in a little minute. Thanks, commenter, for commenting. Uh, and Sven's talking about the first time he's seen these movies, or the first time he saw a Godzilla movie. That was something I had not considered before, because just my frame of reference is the first time I saw Godzilla movies was by watching the Son of Svengoolie show, but I never made it to connect the dots before. But wait a minute, at some point before Rich Coes became Svengoolie, or the Son of Svengoolie, he himself had to have had a first viewing of these movies. Now, sometimes he gets more specific. Sometimes he didn't say exactly, was it on WGN TV or was it on Creature Feature? That part I wasn't, to my understanding. I'm not sure exactly, but for one of, where'd the book go? In the old Svengoolie book here from Shock Theater to Svengoolie, they go over all the different horror hosts and all the different Chicago local shows before Jerry G. Bishop, before Screaming Yellow Theater. So probably has to be on one of those shows did Rich Coes have his first encounter with the character of Godzilla and with the series of Godzilla. So let me check comments and then I'll jump into the pictures a little bit. And all right, here, Dave. Thank you for so no, the chicken is definitely not from Warner. I'm probably thinking came from the American Science and Surplus store. And then slightly out of view, we also had the glow in the dark rubber chicken. I don't know if Warner in fact has an actual chicken coop, but let's say he has a rubber chicken storage, which is got to be the equivalent of a rubber chicken coop. And definitely he had less inventory by the end of the night compared to the inventory he had at the start of the night. Okay. So Dave, I appreciate that's a top flight question. Very good, very good. Okay, now where did I go for pictures? Okay, so yes, destroy all monsters. Just roughly 24 hours ago, the 10th. Today being the 11th. If you're with us live again, just that music box logo. As I'll comment from time to time when I'm, I guess I got a appreciation of logos. You can't beat the music box logo. And then this was saying was an upcoming appearance until yesterday. Then now it's just slightly in our rear view mirror. So just visual points of interest to me while I was there. Right, look at it. Just again, the 1920s theater, as I was saying with Dave last night, during the Godzilla Fest, the G Fest, the Pickwick Theater will show the Godzilla movies, and now we're a good number of miles east west, far north south, so way a good number of miles south and a good number of miles east from where the Pickwick Theater is. But both theaters built in the 1920s, both classical old time Chicago theaters, and I just I should get over there more, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So then again, the way they're just putting in the marquee letters, destroy all monsters. Look at that carving work up there in the archway. Look at the intricacy of the hallway lights. It just has a real great feel to it to be at the music box and the music box lounge. Let me scroll a little over more so I can again talk about visual imagery. Look at it. So the image coming up from the projection booth on the curtain. I don't know who designed this exact appearance of Godzilla and attached it to the billing Godzilla versus music box and have the dates in there, but that just looks really, really cool to me. Okay, so here we are. There's Nick DiGilio wearing his purple button-down Svengoolie shirt, which was the first of the 4 of the shirts. But so let me say this. I'll go over here. I'll go over here. Okay, so during the show, the Svengoolie show, you'll see Sven sometimes standing, sometimes sitting, and the camera's up close on him as it should be. During panels, say at C2E2, most panelists don't stand while they're answering their questions. Most are having a seat. So what I'm coming to say is here he is live in the theater, not a meeting hall at the McCormick Place, but at an actual 1920s movie theater, standing on the stage. What I'm saying is just as a nuance, as something I got to appreciate about this event, slightly different from what I'll appreciate about the other events. Just to me, he's got his rubber chicken, he's got the microphone, so he's still doing his bit, his routine, and his shtick. But it was a captivating presence. I'm saying there's something different about just his presentation as he was standing right there in this classic 1920 stage versus in the other formats and the other environments. So nice to have a slight variation and a cool moment with that. Okay, so Dave. Okay. So right there was the line outside. So it started at 5:30, as was billed, as was advertised, and that's where I got to run into Warner. Again, just the stained glass on the theater doors. That to me, that's worth checking out and worth appreciating. Here we have the full bill. So what do they had? They had going back some days. They had Charlie's Angels, Mommy Dearest, Music Box Bingo, Godzilla, and then there's just a whole bunch of, it's not only Godzilla movies that get played at the music box. They definitely have a full variety of stuff, and it's absolutely worth it to go over there. And again, here's the actual box office. Just I should find out where I could get these windsock Japanese art style fish because I like the look of them. Also, they're really, really cool. Moving on. So just capturing the full experience here. Movie theaters got to have snacks. So that was the snack window there. Now this, okay, I don't know who drew this. I don't know who put it together, but you got your popcorn right there. And I'm beside myself. What a really cool rendering of Godzilla framed in the picture there. That would definitely be worth having. Okay. So again, local Chicago stuff, right? Before there were entertainment shows, back when it was pretty much just at the movies, was the earliest incarnation of a TV show doing a pop culture review. So I thought that was cool to have a Siskel and Ebert picture up there on the wall. Let me come over to comments. And we got Dave again saying, for some strange reason, the Svengoolie line was missing the sign. Oh, some mysteries are meant to be solved, others are meant to remain mysteries. All right, where was I? Siskel and Ebert, and here just some of the posters they have around there. You know, it just it if you want to have connection to Chicago history, like so. Okay, here we go. This I didn't know of before. This I didn't see. So the outdoors side of it, they have the music box garden. I think is that word. Okay. So look at that. Just there's a fence. Who's the fence is not in its most useful, youthful way. The fence has been there for a few years, and these movie reels definitely are not youthful either. They got some good wear and tear and some rust. Now, this I thought was a real awesome, excellent, kid friendly way to go about it. They had just some, I don't know, were they cardboard or whatever they were. It was a lighter material blocks that were stacked up. So kids could be outside in the Godzilla City smashing station. You can't beat that. This sign also, I'm not sure what happened to this sign either. Again, just then, you know, obviously if it was darker, they would have turned on the lights. So I'm saying the music box garden, kid friendly on the day, and then has a real nice ambiance between setting up the lighting and the decorations they have over there. Definitely good stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Whoever's painting mural style out there on this other brick wall there, it's all very impressive. And they have a screen outdoors as well. So definitely, again, worth, as I've said, a few times, worth going back, worth checking out again to catch upcoming features at the Music Box Garden. All right. Oh, look! Again, credit to Warner for taking this picture. I was not aware that Warner was taking my picture at that exact moment, but good that he did. There I am trying to do business with Mr. Rich Coes himself and get settled up as before. I sent the signed card over to Michaela Stormer. This one's going to Chris Hamby of Silver Screen Reflections. I didn't check the count today, but we know Chris is at 99,000 plus and ever marching closer to 100,000 viewers on his Silver Screen Reflection blog. So I also, besides encouraging people to check out terrordaves.com, please do also check out Silver Screen Reflections, and then talk about this one here. I gotta get Warner on the phone now because I mean, he doesn't have a long arm like that. I didn't see him with a selfie stick, but he had some, you know, he had some good elevation there to get the back of my head and the back of my new Sven shirt. And this one here, as I was mentioning, just to try to have a frame of reference for how the line was going, it was definitely it kept replenishing itself to to keep a good flow of people moving through. So that's about all I got for this time. I know I am anticipating other Sven merchandise coming through. We're looking forward to the actual exact date of the 45th anniversary. Is this coming Sunday, the 16th? Is this coming Father's Day? Let me jump back up because the actual other movies coming up. So yeah, so it's this coming Saturday, we're looking at The Pit and the Pendulum, Vincent Price and Roger Corman. June 22, Leech Woman, and then June 29 coming up is The Undead with more Carmen. I think, I'm not sure, and Dave, if you know, feel free to say that Leech Woman was the movie that Sven did the audition to before he got the actual job to get hired as son of Svengoolie. So that's kind of fitting that would take place just right around here at this 45th anniversary time. As we've said before, as we'll keep tracking now, the next big event coming up, Flashback Weekend. So that's another great opportunity to continue the celebration of the 45th anniversary of Sven. If anybody has any other things to chip in before we close out, I'm definitely going to come back around again with some more material as the days come, continuing the celebration. All right. Well, thanks for whoever's coming around. Oh, and also, I just quick programming note here. We're a tiny channel, and we like to be a tiny channel. We're, as of today and yesterday, 100 and 101 subscribers. So thank you to the new subscribers. I appreciate for people. I hope people are enjoying what we're doing around here. Uh, you know, whether you're doing Godzilla t-shirts, whether you're doing Godzilla movies, whether you're doing Godzilla merchandise, whether you're returning the music box in these coming days to knock down a couple more Godzilla movies, however you're enjoying yourself. I hope everybody's having a good and fun summer. I'm closing us out. Thanks. This has been Mr. C doing a dive into the music box, to Godzilla, and to the 45th anniversary. Thanks everybody, and we are out. Please check out the other